So I guess it all started with, let me actually explain how I got to meet my team partner.
My name is Shalishian Raba Matundu. I am a fine art photographer and a special effects makeup artist. I am Zimbabwean but currently staying in Germany.
Hi, my name is Solomon. We want to welcome as part of the team here with the 48-hour film catch. This is my story.
I met my partner through Instagram. We haven't met in person. Like, we just got to know of each other through Instagram.
Charlene and I started talking on Instagram. And the surprising thing about this particular story is that I'd just known her 2 weeks prior to the 48-hour film competition.
Well, okay, so we found out about the film challenge a little bit late, and then that was on Wednesday, and the deadline was Thursday 6 p.m. So having to finalize everything, brainstorming and all that stuff, we did all that. That was like Wednesday, a little bit late in the day, and then so we decided to skip over on it. Thursday morning when I woke up feeling different. I was like, no, we have to change the script, and we totally changed it from the brainstorming, from what we had brainstormed the previous day. We totally changed it. I just called my partner. I'm like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Explained, and he helped me with ideas like, okay, this is what we can do, this is what we can focus on, and stuff like that.
So I asked Charlene if she had any concepts in mind, and we stumbled across a number of options. I think the first idea we had was of the girl who is under lockdown and catches her boyfriend on a house party cheating on him. I think that's the first idea that we had. But then, as time went on, because we had less than 24 hours to shoot, remember, to come up with a concept, shoot the short film and edit. So we thought about a script overnight, and she sent it over to me, and then I just tweaked it here and there just to make it a bit more exciting.
That day Network decided to play on me because I had to send the video clips to Solomon so that I can edit them, and it was taking forever, I swear. And 30 minutes just before submission time, I decided to record the video clips using my phone and send them via WhatsApp because they were taking forever. I don't know how he did it to make sure that he submitted on time, but hey, what we just told ourselves was we're not backing out. No matter what happens, it doesn't matter. All that matters is we started a challenge and we had to complete it.
So I decided to borrow some of my dad's toolkit. I got a long nose, I got a pair of scissors, and I got pliers. And this is what we used as props for the weapons that I used to sort of, abuse my cheating girlfriend. After getting that, I just decided to follow some basic principles of cinematography. I put my camera on a tripod and tried to make sure that everything was as still as possible. I didn't want to include a whole lot of movement because movement in cinematography has to be motivated, and considering that I was shooting this alone and I shot this alone, I had to be very careful with my framing, choice of angle. Essentially that was it.
On the shooting part, I needed someone to help me with the shooting and everything. So lucky my flatmate was at home, but then we kind of had a communication barrier challenge because she comes from Madagascar, I come from Zimbabwe, and Madagascar they speak Französisch, we speak English, and in Germany we speak German. So both our German is not so good, and then her English is okay, and then I don't speak French. And so we ended up having to speak what I call Janglish, mixing German and English. She speaks to me and I'm like, I don't know how to explain, I just say it out in English. So the camera, you can try and leave it here. I can also use my, welche Handy hast du?
I have what do you call it, an iPhone?
Yeah, can I also use your phone? So there was kind of that communication barrier to the extent that I ended up having to record first and explain to her, show her, I'm like, okay, this is what you have to do. That's how we ended up getting it done. Another challenge that we had no proper equipment for sound, lighting equipment, no. And this was our first challenge. This was my first time taking part in a film challenge, and this was the very first film that I ever had to make. So yes, it was quite interesting.
So coming to the editing bit, I mean, editing is what I enjoy the most out of all of the film production departments. Script writing, producing, directing, cinematography, editing is what I enjoy the most. And at the time, you know, it came for me to actually sit down and start cutting it up. I think we were supposed to hand in our films at 6 o'clock, and I only started the editing process at 3 p.m. So, and what made it even worse was Charlene was sending these files via WeTransfer, and they were taking the longest time. You know, I don't know if it's Wi-Fi connection or something like that.
I decided to record the video clips using my phone and send them via WhatsApp because they were taking forever. Something I would definitely change would be making sure that the storyline is quite clear, that people do get and understand the storyline by the end of watching film. That definitely I would change.
What would I do differently? That's a good question. I think I would have shot some of the other shots differently. Our shot choice was the extreme close-up, and I don't feel like we had enough extreme close-ups to put in for us to actually win the competition, and I'm pretty sure that's a major reason why we didn't win the competition as well. Not just story, but we didn't have enough extreme close-up shots. That's what I would have done differently. I would have had more of those. Yeah.
I was like, ooh, baby, ooh, But to be honest, it just made us feel a different vibe and feel different, of which already we're kind of working on something new, me and my partner. Despite the fact that we haven't met, we decided to just like, we keep working, we keep going, and we take this opportunity to learn. So
my final words are, I'd like to thank the organizers, the administration, John Jagu and Mesumairi for coming up with this initiative for filmmakers. I mean, film in Zim, it's not like we really don't have much of an industry, or the industry that we have isn't really, you know, as good as other countries. And them just coming up with this initiative just goes to show how much effort was put in, and I think it gives most filmmakers hope. It gave me hope, and so I just like to thank them for giving us this opportunity to, you know, be a part of something that is cool, collaborate, and we're hoping that it won't end with this 48-hour film challenge, and, you know, progress into much greater projects. Thank you. Peace.